The Sox are on a winning streak. We got Italy Jet Leslie, and we have a special guest with us today. Jeremy in the building. Leslie, how's it going, everybody?
Very
Good. It's
good.
good. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
Appreciate
Of
it.
course,
no
Jeremy.
problem. No problem. Thank you for coming on, guys. We are in a 6 game winning streak, one back-to-back series. I haven't done that since probably 2023, 22, something like that. Feels like longer than that, but that's what it is. Leslie, how are you feeling?
Feeling much better now that the Sox have decided to be able to win some games. That was very helpful. That was very helpful in any recovery I was dealing with.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I actually know Jeremy from opening day last year.
Yes.
Yes. We were hanging out and pre-gaming at Bullpen, and you know, he's a fantasy camper and all that. So he's just a super good guy, knows his ball. So we're happy to have him on.
Do you now talk a little bit about fantasy camp on how you guys met? Because I know we've been talking behind the scenes about fantasy camp. It's a pretty big thing. A lot of people go to it every year. Jeremy,
Yes.
talk about your experience real quick.
So my first year was 2023. I was turning
Nice.
50 in March of that year. And I've been wanting to go for at least 10 years before that. And I said, you know what, screw it. It's a birthday present to myself, a 50th birthday present. So I went, I signed up for it. I didn't know anybody down there, but I remember seeing this picture of a guy on Facebook, and it looked like it was from, he was wearing a Red Sox uniform. I messaged him. It was Bob Connors, who was a week two guy. And
Mm.
him and I
Yeah.
just
That's the
started,
best.
amazing. Him and I just started talking back and forth, and he was kind of telling me what to expect and what, do this and just soak it all in, basically. So, the reason why I wanted to do it was to play later on in the year for the reunion game in Boston, and that was the whole reason I did it, was to play later in the year in Boston. And but when I got to camp, I started hearing about rings, and the guy showed me. He goes, "Yeah, if your team wins at the end of the week, you get a ring." And I'm like, "Ooh, now I want a ring." And growing up as a kid, like when I started getting serious about baseball, my favorite player on the '86 team was Rich Gedman, who's one of the coaches down there. And so they do a draft for all the rookies. The veterans, they kind of know who's all there. So they do a draft for rookies. And secretly, I was hoping to get picked by Gedman, but I didn't. I got picked by Lenny's legends. Lenny and Steve Lyons were my coaches. And yeah, we ended up winning the whole thing my rookie season, and got a ring. The reunion game was awesome. I got to play left field the first inning, caught a fly ball. Played third the second inning. No action there. Shortstop, which is my worst position, and I fielded two ground balls and had two putouts at short. Played second, first, and then caught the last inning. We played a 6 inning game, so I got to play all six different positions in that game in Fenway.
It's amazing. And what
Wow.
a great team to be on though. Lenny and Steve Lyons are so much fun down there, especially during camp. They do all the fun, the memes and all the things on social media. And this year Lenny was down there in his judge's
Yes.
robe and wig,
Yeah. Yeah. Him and Steve
calling it in
host.
session.
Him and Steve host the Kangaroo Court. So if somebody does something silly or whatever,
Right.
like the year I was there, some guy actually forgot to unbutton the two buttons in his jersey, and did the next buttons, and wore his jersey like that. And I didn't believe it until they showed the picture of it.
Hmm.
And it's all goes to the Jimmy Fund. It's $10 here, $5 here. It's little amounts, not big amounts, but somebody gets picked to wear a Yankees jersey for the day, and usually
Oh,
yeah, that you don't want to be that guy. But yeah, Steve and Lenny hosted. It's hilarious. I was crying one day. We were doing it because they were going back and forth. What's funny though, my year, my dad, who came for 3 days to watch, got
hmm.
fined. I think the most out of everybody that was in camp that year.
Oh, wow.
So we're taking pictures on Tuesday. We're all out in left field up against the wall, and in the distance, I see this guy hop the fence from the grandstands, jumps onto the field and starts walking towards us. And I realized, oh my God, that's my dad. He's gonna get me kicked out of this camp. Like, you can't be on the field, dude.
Oh my
So
gosh, that's funny.
so the next day, the first thing Lenny says is, "Hey Walker, is your dad here?" And I'm like, "No, thank God." Well, we're gonna find Dad Walker for being the third team photographer on photo day. Oh, he got fined for, I think, he on the one day they had the food truck. He, instead of, he paid for the one tray, but he walked away with three trays of food, three containers of food, and Embry busted him and called him out during one of the can. He got fined for that.
Oh my gosh.
During casino night, we're sitting at the Texas Hold'em table, and my dad doesn't know these guys. So we're sitting at the Texas Hold'em table, and the dealer's going around, and Folk is at the other end of the
Mhm.
table, and he slides his ante out, and my dad's like, hey, he can't bet yet. It's not his turn. And
Oh my gosh.
Keith looks up at him. He says, "Are you serious?" Now it's not for real money. We're playing
Right,
for.
right, 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 right.
He's like, "Are you serious?" So he slides his chips back, and it goes around the table. Check, 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 check. It gets to Keith, and he slides it in. He goes, "Is that okay?" And but
To
the
know
next,
Keith, to know I can hear it
oh
coming
yeah,
out of his mouth, right?
Oh my
yeah,
Like,
he
yeah,
was, he was not happy, but they kissed and made up later on, and yeah, it was all good.
we should see
It
that
was.
later.
oh my
Oh,
gosh.
the other thing. So one more thing. So he's going around. I
Go
didn't know
for
he
it.
was doing this. He was going around and getting signatures on a baseball or a sign for me to give to me from all the coaches. So he goes into one of the backfields into
Mhm.
Manny's dugout, and he walks
Randy
up to
Del
this
Carmen, for those
Del
who don't
Carmen,
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he walks up to one of the campers who is Spanish, because again he doesn't know these guys, but he's like, "Well, this got to be Manny," and it ends up
Oh
being
no.
it ended up being Mancina or something. So
Oh my
during
god.
Kangaroo Court, we're like, "Hey, Walker, your dad went into Manny's dugout and
Oh my god.
almost got Mancina to sign a baseball for him, thinking it was Del Carmen." And Del Carmen's like, "Yo, that's bullshit, Walker. What's up with that? We all look alike or something?" It was hilarious.
That is
I
so
believe you may have got a
funny.
couple fines, Jeremy. What were yours for?
Oh yeah, so the last day of
Oh.
Kangaroo Court.
I think we have Bob to thank for this. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. I
Yeah.
found
Oh
out
boy.
later that it was Bob. So we're sitting there, and sometimes they do like a video, they show pictures and videos. So they're sitting there and they're going through and going through, and all of a sudden a picture pops up of my wife and I at a nail salon getting pedicures. So so Lenny's like, "Hey Walker, what's going on in this picture?" And I was like, I was getting a pedicure before camp. I was getting ready. And I got fined. I think it was $1 a toe for that.
Yes. Yes. Because you said it. I thought that was so funny. I'm like, of course. Also, for anybody that goes, I will spill the beans on this one. I'm sure I'll get fined for it. There. Stickers on your cap. That's a fine. Take your stickers off your cap.
Yes, only the
That's
B
one
look
of the big.
goes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that
Yes.
should be a fine already. Oh god. I hate stickers on caps.
Oh,
When
people
kids
leave
do
them
that.
all the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the
So,
baseball cap. Yes,
yeah,
yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah,
the
god.
yeah.
baseball cap. Yeah, because they give you a new hat, they give you home and away jersey, socks, belt, and yeah, they
Right,
don't take the sticker off of their baseball cap.
right.
Yeah. But they do a lot
Wow.
of fun things like cigar night. I don't know if you did that one.
Yeah,
Did
they
you?
had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it there. I mean, that was a big
With
thing.
Louis.
Louis. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they still did it even though he was passed. They
Yeah.
kept the tradition going for him, and
And even this year, I think Danny went down to do cigar night with the
yeah,
guys, at least the second week is what
Oh
I
wow.
remember. So it was a big
yeah,
deal.
yeah. I didn't see
And
Dan
then,
the
yeah,
first week.
yeah. I mean, I think, of all the guys down at fantasy camp, I will say Louis Tiant, I can't think of a single person that was not like he was the one everybody wanted to see when they were down there. So it was really sweet that Danny went down and did that and um, did cigar night. at
Yeah.
fantasy camp for his dad. I thought that was really, really sweet because he just passed away in October. So
Yeah.
Karaoke night is fun. I mean,
That's
I've been
sweet.
doing karaoke for a while, so
and I've
um,
heard that Manny takes something and yanks you off if you're not any good.
so this year he was dressed up as the Grim Reaper or Death, and he
Oh
was
my
killing
God.
people that were dying on stage. So he had like this stick with a hook on it, and if a Dahlback gave him the kind of nod or whatever, like yeah, get this guy off, he'd go over there and try to kindly walk him off or whatever. But he knows who the good singers are. He goes, yeah, I wasn't messing with you or Phil because you guys can really sing.
I
So
was gonna say you and Phil are the two I would not yank off stage. You both sing exceptionally well.
yeah,
So
I got Lenny up. Lenny and I did "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC. That was good.
Oh, nice.
That was fun.
I
see,
love
now
that.
you have to come down because now I want to see it. That's just all there is to it. Joy Week 2, so come down. But yeah, I'm super excited. So I'm excited. I'm doing it this year for the first time. I was down there last year and just hung out for a few days, and it was too much fun. And then I was saying how I can hit a fastball at a pretty high speed, and they were like, "Well, you got to prove it." And I'm like, "Let me in the cage," and they wouldn't do it. So I guess I'll be showing them in January and having a nice, hopefully warmer. It was freezing this year. Hopefully warmer
Oh,
time down
so
there.
Man, this sounds really fun. I could hit 80 miles per hour. I play in a baseball men's league right now, so that's
perfect. Dude.
I could
90.
probably
Oh
pick
God.
80. No, you
I,
can't hit 90. You cannot hit 90. There's no
I
way.
can. Okay, don't Kristen
There's no,
Costas me because that's the answer he gave me, and I was
there's
like,
no way.
I am so happy to prove y'all wrong.
I don't care if you're a woman or not. I do not think you can.
But fastball only, and I'll say that very
Okay.
clearly.
Okay. All right.
So
Fastball only. Don't throw me a fastball. Don't throw me the
Don't throw
faulty
your
change.
change
No,
up.
I
Don't
don't
throw
want.
your curveball. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I
none of
felt
that crap.
I
Fastball only 90. I can hit. Yes.
90. Okay.
well.
Well, okay, Jeremy though, but how fast do they throw it though? That's what I need
Okay,
to know.
so
Depending who throws.
it's part camper, or it's part coach pitch,
Okay.
and then it's
Yes.
part camper pitch.
Okay.
So there are a few campers that can actually throw pretty good. I don't know if anybody's hitting 80s. I know Del Carmen when he does coaches versus campers, he doesn't hold back. He's throwing everything he's got at you because
Gotcha.
he doesn't want you to hit off him. But
Lenny's
I've
a
only
good
been
sport, though. He won't throw that hard either. He kind of
no
just,
Lenny says when he throws too hard it tails because he's a lefty.
Mhm.
yeah,
So he's really lobbing it. But the coaches, I mean, because the coaches are pitching to their own team, so they want them to hit the
yeah,
ball. But once
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
once you get into playoffs, it's all camper pitch. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, the
Hmm.
playoffs is all camper pitch. So my year when I went, by the end of the week, you're running out of arms. Um, but Vinny Peranti, they usually save him for the playoffs. I've noticed. Well, the year that we went, he pitched in the morning game 7 innings, and then he pitched in the championship game against us, which ended up going into extra innings, which was 9 innings. Normally there's 7 inning games.
Hmm.
So he threw seven in the morning and then came back and ended up throwing nine in
Hmm.
the championship game, and then he threw the day before, 2 days before, he threw a 7 inning game then. So
Right.
but his arm was hanging by the end of the week for sure.
Super
Wow.
But
fun. I don't know, Gino. I think you should come down.
I'm thinking about it now.
how old are you?
I'm turning 33 in August, so
He's a
yeah.
baby.
What's the do you remember the age limit? I think it's either 30 or 35 that you have to be. There is
I
a
thought it
minimum
was,
age.
is it 30 though? I think it's 30.
Yeah, I don't
No,
remember.
I
For
can't
what?
either.
For what? What do you mean?
To
To
come down there and
participate
play.
as
Oh,
a
okay.
camper. Yeah, they don't want a bunch of 20-year-olds down there.
Yeah, we don't need anybody playing college ball coming from.
No, that's that. So in my league now, the men's league, it's like a 19 plus, 19
Mhm.
years of age plus, and I kind of hate it because I'm just like, I'm facing against kids that are probably fresh off high school ball or in college, and this is
Yeah.
just like summer league to them. So I want to do something that's more like 30, 33, my age, 30 on up. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I like that. That's cool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a super fun.
yeah,
And I've
Oh
even played in
man,
it.
so
it's a
good.
week, right? It's a whole week, or
Yes.
is it 2 weeks?
Just
It's
one,
one
Okay.
week,
right?
but they do have 2 weeks of men's camp. What
And
week one
women's
is
prior to that.
right? A
Okay,
week
cool.
of women's camp, and it's all coach pitch at women's camp.
Okay.
Week one is about 70 to 75 guys, and then week
Mm-hmm.
two is double that. That's why they bring in more coaches. There's more teams,
Mm-hmm.
and so during week one, twins camp is going on at the same time. So Frank Viola, um, Tom Gordon, and Bedrosian
Okay.
are at twins camp, and
Oh
then
wow.
when week two starts, they leave twins camp and come over to Red Sox camp as extra coaches come in and everything because there's more teams, so they need to bring in more coaches. But this year or next year, Leslie, when you go, I think we're gonna plan our trip to do half like the end of week one and then beginning week two, so we could be down there. I didn't get to see Bob, this last trip or whatever.
Yes.
but I got to talking about. So there was a couple that were playing my year. They normally do week two, but it filled up on them, so they
Yeah,
had
they
to
were
do
there this year. They were
right.
week 2 this year. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So my first game I pitched, I faced her and I gave her two fastballs right down the middle, and then I brought in the hook, and she struck out. I felt so bad. I went and talked to her afterwards in the bar, and I'm like, I apologize. She goes, no. She goes, that's what I wanted. I didn't want you to, go
Don't
easy on me or whatever.
don't
So
be throwing like stupid pitches at us. That's not cool. Because there's not that many girls that play with the boys. From
Yeah.
what I can
right,
see, there's like 3 or 4. So
yeah,
no. If you're playing with the boys, you want to play with the boys. You don't want these pitches.
I got you.
So yeah, if it strikes out, it strikes out. That's how it is.
well,
Yeah.
Manny. So when we went to the reunion game in Fenway, my year 23, Dave Smith, who usually goes and throws at the reunion game, has surgery on his shoulder. So Manny came out, and basically what Manny said is, you're going to get two pitches right down the middle, and then it's junk out. He was throwing knuckle curves. I mean, he struck out Bob. I think Bob is still pissed at him because he struck out Bob. And he's like, nope, two pitches, and that's it. Get out of there. I don't want my ERA going up. I'm like, bro, you're not playing anymore.
I feel like that's a very also kind of Papelbon mentality because if you
Oh,
watch
for
that one
sure.
charity thing that he did with Carrabas and like hit Carrabas in the side, like
Yeah,
he was playing to strike out. He wasn't playing to, oh, let him get on base at this nice charity ball game. Like
yeah.
it was very I'm
Mhm.
playing to win mentality, which
Right.
I'm really not sad about. If you're
Hey,
not
you got to do
first, you're
what you got to do,
last.
though, right? You got to do what you got to do, right?
Right. If you're not first, you're last. So come to play.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. I've got something for you. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
grab
Okay.
this.
gotta
Let me
get
grab this for you. Show and tell.
show and tell. What's up? Oh,
Oh, because you won the
whoa!
ring.
I
I
freaking
love it.
love that.
Yeah.
I want
It's
one.
not quite as
Man.
big as the players' rings they
Oh,
got.
for sure, but that's still nice.
So there was a guy. So when we went up for the reunion game, they brought us out to the field and lined us up against the Green Monster before the Astros Red Sox game. And it was the week one women's camp winners, week one men's, and then week two. Well, there was
Mhm.
a guy on the week two team that had 5 rings. He had a ring on every finger of his hand.
Oh,
Different
wow.
styles. Yeah, there were different styles. One had like clear diamonds. One had it had a different logo, a B logo. But I noticed because Lenny's on week one, Lenny's Legends have won. This is their third year in a row they won.
I was just
My,
gonna say he's only been
yeah,
on Lenny's team because that seems to be the one that wins all the time.
my year got that ball started. But I did notice the last 3 years, the rings have been the same, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Because
then
of
and
what
then the
they
It's
term
go on.
what's that?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Well, the tournament that we played in last year in Nashville in October is a fantasy camp tournament. It's all the different MLB teams that do fantasy camp. So there was 3 Braves teams, there was a Pirates team, there was a Mets team, and there were so many guys from Red Sox camp. We had 3 Red Sox teams that went too,
Nice.
and it was their first year that they were doing a ring. So our team was going up there just to win the ring. Basically, it was the ring or nothing. I mean, we had a blast. We're going again this year, also, but we're definitely on a mission.
Nice. I love
Okay,
that.
let me know when that is. I will come down for that one since I couldn't
Yeah,
come last year.
I want to just come and play.
I know, right?
I just want to come and play. I have the baseball bug now. It's bad. It's back.
Oh yeah, I've been playing. I played 4 years in high school, 3 on varsity,
Nice.
but I wasn't good enough to go to college. So
Right.
after college, luckily enough, I was living in West Palm at the time. I found a men's league called the National Adult Baseball Association,
Mm-hmm.
the NABA, and I played in that from 19 all the way up until I moved here to Ocala in 2005. And then about 2012, a buddy of mine started the men's league that's still going on to this day here in Ocala. They play on Sundays, and we started that league. But I'm like you, though. I'm 52 now. I'm kind of looking for 45 and older, leagues or
Yeah.
to
Well,
get
it
in.
just kind of keeps
It's
you
hard. It's
still
hard.
playing the game and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, it keeps
Yeah.
it keeps in shape too. Meet people. It's good stuff all the way around.
Yeah,
In my personal opinion, but
yeah.
Jeremy, do you know Shaq, Jeremy?
No.
From no, I mean from fantasy camp. He's one of the players in week 2 typically. I'm going to send you
No.
his contact information because he uh, plays in like an older league, I think, as well. So I'll send you his contact so you can
Okay.
find out what league that is because he's been doing it
Yeah,
for years and years.
I mean, there's a bunch of tournaments. Like there's a Roy Hobbs tournament here in Florida. There's a NABA tournament, but there's another tournament at Field of Dreams. Bob tried to get me to go last year,
You
and
should have. That would have
yeah,
been so much fun.
I'm trying to get some sponsor money. I got a buddy that sponsors like little kids teams, and I hit him up. I'm like, hey, would you sponsor me to play in Field of Dreams? So I gotta stay on with that, and
Yeah.
hopefully get there.
that's freaking cool. Well,
Fun fact about
what?
Field of Dreams, real quick, is I
Mhm.
was there the afternoon before we won the whole thing in 2004 because I was in Iowa campaigning. And so I was at Field of Dreams
Mm.
that afternoon, which had never been before. And so then I always can joke Iowa is the place where dreams come true.
Well, there
What a
you go.
coincidence. Yeah.
And it's, nearly broke my whole entire foot jumping off the bed screaming when they won the whole thing. But,
Oh,
so
for
it's
sure.
just, but anyway, I
Oh
was there.
yeah.
It's so cool just to walk through. I can't even imagine playing ball there. Like it'd be so
Oh.
amazing.
I would love to play there.
Yeah.
That's a dream. That's
So-
a bucket list dream for everybody.
So
But
turning the page to let's talk actual Sox ball.
yes,
Because
this is what
winning!
the thumbnail's about. Is everything finally clicking in Boston?
I mean,
Is I mean, shoot.
Gino, I think we're like the same, so I need you to go pray the rosary after this.
I
'Cause
think
you
I
said it-
might. I've been.
You said it out
saying that.
loud. You said it out loud.
I mean, I'm just ready to get hurt again because we
I
do.
know.
Well, here's the thing, Jeremy. I think you can agree with this. We have the 4th toughest schedule in the second half after the All-Star game. Yeah, I've been looking through the just the lineup of teams we're facing. It's tough. It's bad.
Yeah.
Like there's no letting up. Like
Mhm.
we're gonna get hit back to back to back.
The good news is though, they seem to play better against better teams instead of just mediocre teams. Because getting swept
Yes.
by the Angels, what was that?
Jeez, my God.
Yeah.
What was that? But then they come back and they can beat, decent teams or whatever. And I mean, they swept the Yankees, so we know they can do it.
One
So
against the Nationals too. Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. After that Devers trade, my biggest fear was like, oh crap.
It
who
falls
is the
apart,
bat-
right?
Yeah,
Right.
who is the bat that these other teams are gonna fear now? But
right.
these
one.
other guys have stepped it up. Duran and
Rafael
Abreu.
Abreu. Yep.
Right. Yeah, Sedon. And that's what they needed to do in order to maintain and keep pace with the other teams until Bregman and Houck and Yoshida come back and hopefully just make them better.
And let's talk Massa, because what the heck? That's amazing. He did, anyway. I think it's the move they absolutely needed to make, as much as people are still very upset about that trade. I think it's absolutely what they needed to do for a number of reasons, but I've talked about that at nausea, so I'm just gonna. Um, but seeing how they did come together and were able to win these games, I think it really shows that was the move to make.
Mhm.
Let's oh, just hope they
I
don't trade any of the people we absolutely cannot be losing during the trade deadline. When
Yeah.
I don't trust them not to, honestly, but I'm just hoping that with the Celtics trades, they know we can't take, anymore
I
heartbreak in
think
Boston.
after after the whole Angels, Blue Jays, and Reds, it definitely started to click more with the bats with the Nationals and Rockies.
Yes.
Giolito is just on a hot streak right now. Having Bregman come back, Massa come back. I gotta ask Jeremy, it's getting crowded out there in the outfield. Massa's back now. He had a great game last night. He's not playing tonight. So what do you do? Do you trade Duran? Do you move Raphael in the infield? Do you send Meyer down or Toro down or Hamilton down? Maybe even waive Hamilton just to get
Oh my
Bregman
God.
back in? Jeremy, what do you do if you're the
Yeah,
Red Sox right
that's
now?
that's definitely a tough call. It would be a lot easier if one of those guys was kind of struggling, but they're all kind of hitting
No,
on all
all of them are
cylinders.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen Duran's name coming up, whether it's clickbait or not. I've seen his name being thrown out there a lot. I would hate to see him go.
me too.
Wouldn't
I
you though?
almost I yeah, I mean,
I know. I mean, that's wouldn't you? Because just personally, I mean, my best friend's daughter, who I adore more than life, she is now a Red Sox fan because of Jaron Duran. And so I'm
never.
like, absolutely not. I finally got one of my friend's kids on board as a Sox fan. We're not trading Jaron Duran. I don't care what happens at this point. You
Yeah.
can't trade him. And
No.
he does well. And you can't trade all the fan favorites. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. You just can't.
So
It'd be like
well,
trading Poppy because you just needed them, whatever.
yeah, I mean, so if
Not that
they
I'm comparing them, but yeah.
if they were smart, they would try to dump Yoshida because they would stay younger, they would take more control of the younger players. Um,
Yeah.
No
but
one's
I
gonna
would
take on that
say,
contract though. That's the thing.
yeah, yeah, they'd have to eat some part of it, some of it, all of it. But if they don't trade Duran, the other I think logical option would probably be Abreu. Would
Oh,
be the
really?
next one to go. Yeah, I've seen his name come up in a bunch of different packages, whether they were theoretical or not. His
Yeah.
name has
I
has
see
come up.
both of them, right? And I
Well,
think in
because
the
you could
top of my
throw,
list is Hamilton, but that's just because
I don't know how Hamilton's still on this team. He's got 9 lives, in my opinion.
yeah.
he
Well,
does.
I think
Yeah.
only because of Bregman being out. Once Bregman comes back and is at third, um, Meyer's going to be playing second base. I think the majority of the time.
I think so, and I
Right,
think that's a good
right,
move. I think that's a good
right.
move to make.
And
Because
the reason why you get rid of Abreu because Anthony Roman's going to slide out to right field. You're not going to lose anything there. You got Cedena or Rafaela in center, and you still got Duran in left. Duran in left.
Yeah, but
yeah,
Abreu's
Breu's
took
bat is what I'm a
over.
little bit worried
That
about
see,
losing.
he took over Devers's bat. I'm serious.
Oh
It's
yeah,
it's him and Rafaela. Duran was struggling until now. He turned it up with the Nationals and Rockies. So that's why it's like, why would you trade someone that's literally kind of the Devers in this situation?
I mean,
And he's younger, and Abreu's younger than Duran. So,
Don't
yeah,
even say it out loud. I can't.
but
I
it's
can't lose
true.
Duran. I
It's
know.
true.
I just can't
I
lose
love
Duran.
Duran. I
Yeah.
want Duran here, but if they're not gonna trade Ref Schneider. Okay, he's a lefty killer. You're not gonna do that.
No,
You're
you're
not
not,
gonna
absolutely
waive him
not.
either. They're not gonna do. I think the only people that are on the bubble right now is got to be Hamilton,
yeah.
Toro, and Massa, Duran, Massa, and Ref Schneider. Those are the only guys you could see because
Yeah.
Meyer's probably either gonna go down to the minors or he's gonna be at second base.
He's going to be
I
at second. I agree with Jeremy on that. There's no logical reason not to put him there. However, I say that the Red Sox do illogical things sometimes. So
And then if they do package him, then they would go after Joe Ryan or Hensley, right? So
yeah,
Joe Ryan with the Twins, but he's injury prone. Very good player, 25 years old. He's an all-star this year, great year with the Twins so far, but you would have to give up a lot for Joe Ryan. There's going to be something crazy at the trade deadline. It's either going to be Bregman's going to be gone or Duran's going to be gone. It's going
I
to be
saw
one
the
of those two.
Bregman thing, and I was like, absolutely not. If you get him on this team and then you trade him away, that is a reason for this city to riot. I'm sorry. I mean, not
Oh,
really.
for
Don't do
sure.
that, Boston. I'm absolutely kidding. Don't do that. But
Right.
I waited a long time to get Bregman's bat and,
For sure.
like
For sure. To then
glove
make
on
a move
this
like
team.
this. Yes.
But
And
is
I
he
realized he got
frustrated?
injured, but
But
gosh
but
dang
is
it.
but is but is he frustrated where they're at and thinking to himself, because he can opt out after this year, right? Doesn't he have opt out options?
He
Yes.
does.
After
So,
this
I
So
mean,
year,
I
yes.
get that, but like at the same time, it's not like he could not have thought they'd be in like first place right now. I mean, I don't even know that we thought that. And
and I love Abreu, but here's why I say Abreu more than Duran. And I was shocked when I heard Duran's name first because he was struggling at that time. Now he's kind of turned it on, so his value may have gone up. But you look at the way Abreu's hitting; he's young, he's controllable, and he's stroking the ball. You may be able to get a lot in return because of where he's at right now.
yeah,
Where Duran is a little older. I mean, he is hitting now, but I was shocked that they were saying his name because I'm like, he's not hitting. He's not hitting the ball. Why are they wanting him so bad?
right. Yeah, there's so many things. Uh I just don't know what they're gonna do. I'm a little scared about what they're gonna do.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Breslow at the end of the day. You just don't know
I know. I
what he's
just
going
hard
to
to
do.
count on a Yaley to do the right thing.
Well, who predicted Devers being traded?
I mean, I kind of saw it coming maybe like at the trade deadline or maybe after the season, but
I was
right there
surprised it
and
didn't.
then
I was
I
surprised it
don't
didn't happen
know.
right after spring training, quite honestly. I mean, if you want to know the absolute truth, I was surprised he was still on the team past spring
Yeah.
training. But I thought that that would happen for sure. I was just more surprised when it did happen. Like,
Right. And he's not
well,
doing well over there
okay,
right now. He's not
he's
doing
No,
not,
well in San Fran right now.
and
struggling.
he just still doesn't want to play first base with his "I'll do whatever to
Is
help the team."
is that a little overblown with Will Clark? What do you think? Or
Well,
No,
no?
so I did see a video
Me
with
too.
Will
Yeah.
and Eric Burns, and Will said that it was blown out of proportion. He said that it was a practice optional day when Will went
Yeah.
out there and he
3
was
days in a row.
sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was sore, and so Will was downplaying it. But yeah, I don't know.
I kind of think it's a little bit of both because it's 3 days in a row. You stand up your legend like that 3 days
Yeah,
in a row. So I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both, in my opinion. I don't know, but that's their problem.
that's their problem now.
So all right, let's talk about the Rockies and the Rays. Rockies, they just came alive. Jolito was great.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed like they were contributing, even the bench players after a while. Everyone's trending on Twitter. Should we just play the Rockies the whole season?
No, and here's the thing. What's finally happened, in my opinion,
Okay, go
is
on.
that they have decided to do their jobs that we've been, like trying to get them to do all season.
Right,
They're just clicking in a way. Like it wasn't just the Rockies, the
right.
Nats before that, and whatever.
Mhm.
And I think it just finally clicked that they could play together as this team. Now we'll see what happens in this series because it's Tampa Bay, and that's always challenging for a Sox fan. So, and the Red Sox to play against apparently. Um, but yeah, I think it's finally clicked. Hopefully,
well, hopefully that's
so
what
I
it
can
is.
quit hating on them and like threatening, like, oh my god, they suck again, and then they go out and win a series, and I'm like, I'll say that for the
Right.
rest of my life if that
Or
gets a
just keep
series win every
saying they
time.
suck and then they win. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just reverse
I'll do whatever
psychology.
it takes. I'll do whatever it takes to get that series win. Let's drizzle that ketchup, please. Um, yeah, so I am totally on board. I think they can win. I think they're going to
You
take the
think
series. I think they're going to take the
really?
series against the Rays. I'm being real optimistic here, people. Real
I
optimistic. But
mean,
yeah, I think they do.
could they okay. So with the everything clicking with the Rockies, Jeremy, we're at the Rays. Could they overtake them in the AL East if you sweep them, or at least get 2 out of 3?
Yeah, I mean, if they have a good series against the Rays, because those are full games, they're not half games like the Nats
Maybe.
and the Rockies were.
I'm sorry,
Just,
2 out of 3 out of 4.
yeah, just like when the Yankees
Yeah,
were in
yeah,
Tampa,
yeah.
those were full games that they're making up on these teams. And
Yes.
I agree with Leslie. I'm hoping that they are clicking on all cylinders, and it's not just, well, we're playing mediocre teams, because the Nats and the Rockies aren't really good. They are
No.
still MLB teams. It's not a minor
Yes.
league team,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
teams that have losing records, you typically should beat up on those teams if you're a good ball club. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's they're getting hot at the right time, because momentum in this game is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You get
It's
hot at the right,
everything.
right. So
Yeah.
And that's
we'll
what
we'll
killed us, in
see.
my opinion, last year was,
Right.
we were on that great streak and then the All-Star break. And then it was like they couldn't win for losing. I mean, it was just the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in my life. They
I mean,
couldn't win a game to save their life. Honestly,
yeah,
it was ridiculous last year.
everything is happening that needs to happen right now.
Yeah.
Giolito, I call him Gelato, is pitching
I love
like
it. It's a
they hoped he
t-shirt right
would.
there.
Yeah, Gelato. Gelato. Um, he's pitching like they hoped he would when they signed him. He hasn't pitched in like
Yes.
2 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Bayo just finally threw a complete game. I mean, I'm not getting crazy after one complete game,
Finally.
but let's do two or three like Gelato has. He's the last 4 or 5.
Jolito. It's not that hard, Jeremy. No, I'm just kidding.
Gelito.
Sorry,
Jolito.
says the
Italiano. Come
Italian.
on.
Says the
I'm just messing.
Italian. Whatever.
Shut up, Miss Irish woman. Go on.
so
Go on,
so
Jeremy.
hopefully that's what it is, that everything is firing on all cylinders now, and
Right.
they can just keep playing good baseball and timely hitting, and the little things. That's what I tell my JV kids. You got to do the little things.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the little things.
It's the little things, no errors, but also let's hope, because Walker pitches tonight.
Right. Yeah, if we can get Walker, because I mean he's definitely been a bust since they signed him. Did he come off a
Well,
good year?
he did, but he didn't pitch poorly the first 4 or 5 games like that he pitched. And then
Right.
it just took this after he got injured, then he just never came back and like was
Call
pitching
it the
how he was
Hulk.
beforehand.
Call
I
it the
know,
Hulk.
right? So I think if we can get him to like be the Walker Bueller from the first part of the season, that's gonna be fantastic. I just don't even want the loss right now. I don't want the loss tonight. Um, that's my That's my thing. I don't want the loss tonight because that could throw off their whole momentum and right before the All-Star break, and I need it
Right.
to keep going. And we have more than one player this year. Very exciting on the All-Star team, so that's awesome. And
I'm confused
yeah,
though. Is Bregman playing?
So they just posted this about an hour ago that he's gonna get activated tomorrow, and he's either gonna play Friday or Sunday, or
there you
both,
go.
or both, before the All-Star game next week. So
Okay.
That can
it,
be
it,
on
it's it's
the
it's
weekend.
imminent. It's imminent now. So everyone be on the lookout for that. Bassa doesn't play; he's the odd man out. So what do you guys think about this race? Because the thing is, if we win or sweep or get
Mhm.
3 out of 4, we will overtake the Rays. We could possibly overtake the Yankees, maybe. Just really
Hmm.
depends on everything.
Right.
This is definitely before the All-Star break. This is a monument, like
It's a
turning
really
point.
important
It's a
series,
turning
honestly,
point. It's a
for the
turning
Red
point for your
Sox.
team. It's a turning point for your team. It's a turning point for Breslow too. That
Yeah.
okay, maybe I should spend, but I
Right.
would hold the brakes on spending unless you after the All-Star break when the trade deadline comes, because if you're all of a sudden by the Cubs game and then the week after that you're tanking a little bit, then it's like okay, then maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't spend. So this is a very changeable series for me. Jeremy, what do you think?
Well, they also are in the hunt for that last wild card spot. I think with the
Mm-hmm.
win last night, they're tied for Seattle
Yeah, because the
in the last
Mariners and
spot.
Yankees play against each other now.
Right.
So
So it's not all about the division. Yeah, you want to win your division, but now with
Right.
the extra playoff spots, it's like, hey, just get me to the playoffs at this point. So
That's all I've been asking for. Gonna
yeah,
be 4 years now. So like let's just get this done. Just get me a playoff spot. But it would be really nice if we could win the division. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I
If we can win the
agree.
division, I'd be ecstatic.
I mean,
I
this is
think,
wide open. Her division's wide open. I
yeah,
feel
I
like.
think this series are leading up to the trade deadline could dictate how aggressive they go.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Come down the
Where
first
where
2 days, the last
where
two
they're
days.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot. We're gonna have a lot to talk about, I feel like, over the next couple series, but
Yeah, a
especially
lot of
this
things
one.
could be
So
changing, yeah, the next couple weeks for sure.
yeah.
So what? So your prediction? What are we gonna win? Sweep 2 out of 3. I mean 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Jeremy, what do you think?
The way they're playing, I'm gonna say they stay hot and they take 3 out of 4.
Okay.
I say
Yeah.
3 out of 4.
I agree with the pitching that's going into the All-Star break. The way everyone. I mean, we finally have our bullpen rested now. That's weird. So
Yeah.
I
I
like
know.
that. I like
What a
that.
concept.
So I think we stay hot, and it's in Fenway. It's not over there. I like it. I
Yes.
like it.
It's not in Tampa Bay. Well, it's not in Tampa Bay regardless,
For
but
now. Right. As of now. Yeah.
yes. It's not there,
Jeremy.
but it's in a really fun stadium that they could keep having games at, quite
Steinbrenner
honestly.
I
But
Field.
don't I don't know what's gonna happen with that though. I just don't I know they're in the works with a new stadium, but like I don't know how long they're gonna continue to be there.
it's a
In Steinbrenner.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
the
Next
have you
next
couple
been
year?
years.
there, Jeremy? It's a fun
Uh,
place.
yeah, I have been there. But the Yankees only gave them a year deal,
I know.
basically.
Okay, gotcha.
There is a group out of Orlando that is really pushing for an MLB team, have all this backing for a stadium to buy a team. I just don't think the Rays are going to sell. I would love to see them in Orlando. I
I was
hated
just gonna
when,
say that. That would be amazing for
yeah,
Orlando.
I
Not that
hated,
they need more money there, but like you'd have a lot of people that would actually go to games, so that would be a
right.
bonus.
I agree. I think the problem with St. Pete is it's outside of Tampa. You got to, cross two big bridges to get over to this island. I love the Trop. People shit on the Trop a lot, but I loved it because you didn't have to worry about heat or rainouts. And
Oh
but it
wow.
was in a bad location.
Hmm.
I think if you moved it closer to Tampa or even Orlando, I think you'd get better attendance. Don't make it a 45, 50,000. Make it, 30, 35,000.
Yeah,
Right.
I think it'd be great. I
Makes
think it'd
sense.
be fantastic.
Makes sense.
But
No, I like it. I think Orlando, I mean, just like with the Athletics going to Vegas, I think that was a great move. For me,
mhm.
I think Tampa, I mean, especially when they just went to the world, I mean, it went to playoffs, World Series and stuff too. It the attendance sucks there.
Yeah.
Everything sucks the life out of it.
Yeah, even when they're winning, they really don't draw. I mean, when the Red Sox come to town, there's more Red Sox fans than there is Rays
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
And
I
same
Exactly.
with
said
the
this
Yankees.
in our group chat about Kansas City though, because when I went to the Dodgers
Yes.
series
Yes.
and there were 2-1 Dodgers fans in that stadium, which is so sad because the Royals aren't even that bad. I mean, yeah, they're
No,
14 games back from the Detroit Tigers, but the Detroit Tigers are the best team in baseball. So, uh,
Well, I heard Lou and Dave talking on the broadcast the other day. It was the 4 o'clock game, and they noticed at one point, man, look at all the people on the third base side. It was the shaded side.
right.
But I wanted to say, no, that's Red Sox Nation. That's why that
Right.
side is full because Red Sox people come out when they
we
go to
travel.
cities. Yes.
We travel to different ballparks for
Oh,
sure. But yeah, just fan base makes a big difference, hopefully. I don't know. I'm just super excited about this series. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it could be fun. Hopefully
It's
fun.
I've been I it's just fun.
Don't break my heart right before
It's
the freaking all-star
yes.
break. For
Yes.
the
It's
love of
just
God.
it's fun to watch good baseball. But guys, final thoughts before we head out. Jeremy, I'll start with you, then Leslie, and then I'll say my finals. Jeremy.
just thanks for having me on. This was a blast. I got tons of stories. If you guys ever need anybody to come on and kill some time, I got a story. I was actually watching a video from the '88 season during Morgan's Magic where they were winning all those home games and stuff. And in the video I was watching, they brought up the game that I was at. I happened to be visiting my dad and Todd Benzinger hit this walk-off home run. But so many things happened. We went to Kowloon to get Chinese after the game, and Dwight Evans walked in with his family. I got his autograph. It was
Alone. I
crazy,
love it.
crazy, crazy story. But no, I appreciate you guys having me on there.
You're
Yeah,
welcome anytime.
hopefully,
Anytime.
hopefully these guys keep it going and stay hot. And Craig makes the right decisions. You know, it's all in his hands, I think, right now.
I actually put
Leslie.
him in a red, like a Harvard shirt, and we can go from there.
Oh,
Changes. Alma
let it
mater.
go. Let it go.
I can't be Elsa.
Come on, Elsa.
I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. I can't. It runs deep within me.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah,
Go on.
I mean,
Go on.
it's more the Harvard Yelly thing. Yeah, I am super excited where we're going. Just don't break my heart. 3 out of 4 against the Rats, and super excited.
right.
One question I did have for Jeremy though was, is Oil Can at week 1?
No, he's usually week 2.
Week 2 only.
Yeah.
He's a riot. He's a riot. So splitting the time is going to be great if you get to meet Oil Can. It's fantastic. He had me laughing in the bar for.
And I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out what the age is because Gio, you need to seriously think about going as a huge Sox fan that you are.
Yeah.
Getting like I remember we were on one of the backfields during evaluations, and Embry was there with us, and he just sat there and talked about the 03 season
Oh
and
yeah.
how him and Timlin were in the bullpen at Yankee Stadium,
No
Oh.
chance.
knowing one of them was going to go in the game. And when Grady came out and they left Pedro in, they looked at each other like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
They were just
Yeah.
out of their minds.
And then the next year, because I got to talk to Embry a little bit about that, because I was at Game 7 in New York in 04, and I was like, I was there, and I didn't know who was going to end up pitching, and Tim looks at me and he's like, there was no chance that, well, I guess it was Embry saying this, if you thought there was one chance that Timlin and I weren't pitching to close that out, you were out of your mind, because we didn't get to do it the last time. And I was like, that's fair. Totally good. I was good either way. The whole team had me crying the happiest tears in the House of Pain. So it worked out. But they're very, like, it's almost like they're talking about it. It was yesterday, and you could just picture the whole thing happening in front of you. So it's really cool to hear all those stories.
He also said that he thought their 03 team was better than the 04 team, which
He
is
did. Yeah, he told me that too. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot about that though. Like, there's a lot
really
of people believe
yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah.
Especially the way the Nomar thing went down too. Like,
yeah, but as Jeremy's wearing the Folky shirt, we can't say that, because if he wouldn't have pitched lights out every single freaking time he went in, that whole thing might have gone a different direction. So.
But that's a story I want somebody to talk about, how that whole Nomar thing, because technically he won a ring because he was on the team, but
he was on the team.
But
yeah,
man, how uncomfortable was that locker room, or what was that situation like? Nobody really, even in the documentary, they didn't really talk about it. They kind of
correct.
moved on.
No,
Yeah.
there's a one that got made right after they won the series, and it wasn't the 30 for 30. It was another one, and they talked about it very briefly, but it was like, he was in the locker room, and he was just gone. Like, okay, see you later, kind of thing. So I don't think it was that much different from Raph, but
yeah, now that I think about it, it almost feels like a whole Devers kind of situation, because in the documentary you see Nomar sitting in the dugout because wasn't he supposedly hurt or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, Nomar was hurt. That's the reason he wasn't playing. And
so was he pulling an ego trip kind of thing? Like, hey.
Watching the comeback, it does sound that way, but I don't know if that's 100% truth or not. So,
but
I don't know. I haven't heard that whole story.
I don't care. I love Nomar.
Nomar forever, forever.
Yeah, me too. One of the reasons why I love the Red Sox was because
for sure, sure. That's my final thought. Sorry, I went down the rabbit hole.
It's cool. A little bit. I like it. No, Jeremy, keep me posted. But my final thoughts are just keep growing. This team seems like it grew a lot after the Devers thing. I just think this team has a chance to be special. Cora, please just make the right decisions. That's all I care about. Breslow, make the right decisions. If you're going to pick a direction, pick it. That's all I want. Pick a direction. That's it, guys. That's my thing. Guys, follow our host, me and Leslie, on TikTok and Twitter. Check out episode 28. Is everything finally clicking in Boston? We will find out this weekend. Guys, see you next week. Enjoy the All-Star break. Enjoy the All-Star game. Jeremy, Leslie, love that dirty water. Peace.
Love it.